week or two. I don't know. How's everybody doing? So I do have Star Wars Outlaws. I tried to play it last night. It runs great. Perfect, like everything. I only got to play it for about 45 minutes, though, because I don't know if you guys know, if you follow me on social media or anything like that, we got a new puppy. She is 6 weeks old as of tomorrow. Her name is Zoe. She's a Siberian Husky. And I got an opportunity to play the game last night for about 45 minutes. I brought her upstairs to my office. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to play some games. She can sit on my lap, you know. She doesn't go upstairs very often. She's only 6 weeks old. We're trying to kind of like confine her to downstairs as of right now, you know. And I was like, yeah, easy peasy, man. She'll lay on my lap. Easy peasy. No way. I quote unquote played 45 minutes of Outlaws last night. Most of it was me trying to chase Zoe around and like just try to be like, hey dude, just lay on my lap. Lay on my lap. So, yeah. I'll play it eventually. But welcome, guys. Yeah, man, so new puppy. Since I last spoke to you guys, if you want to see a picture of her, follow me on Twitter. I got a picture on Instagram, too. She's super tiny, super sweet. This is actually my first dog. I grew up with cats. Me and my wife have had cats for the 17 years that we've been together. All of our cats died in the past 8 months, and we thought it would be a good idea. It'd be good for our only child daughter to have a little puppy. And dude, she has been great. She has been such a helper. She has been like so caring, and I was a little worried because our daughter, it's okay to say this as a parents, she could be a little bit of an asshole, our 6-year-old daughter, but she has been so like helpful and caring and like wanting to help out with this puppy, and we were a little worried she wouldn't be because she's very defiant. But no, she has been like such a great like big sister to a puppy. So it's cool to see. So yeah, I'm really glad. We're gonna be getting our backyard fenced in soon. Yeah, she's so I taught her how to sit yesterday morning. She caught on so quick. I just had like a cup full of her normal kibble, and I eventually told her to sit. And she was able to get it within like an hour. And now I say, Zoe, sit, and maybe it takes 2 times. Maybe Zoe, sit, and she'll sit. And I don't know. I don't know why. Like, you guys probably have had dogs before. I never had a dog, so like it's just blowing my fucking mind how quickly she caught on to that. But yeah, man, she's great. She's great. Anyway, welcome, guys. I guess this is an AMA. I labeled this stream as an AMA because there's no topic of conversation tonight. If you guys want to talk about dogs, if you guys want to talk about space, if you guys want to talk about, candy, I don't give a shit. Let's talk about anything, man. Let's go.
From my entry-level job, in my apartment with my girlfriend. Now, I married that girlfriend, been in our house for 7 years, and are expecting our first child.
No shit, Josh.
Clinking beer mugs.
Josh, congratulations, man. Being a father. Holy smoke, dude. Congratulations. The robot read it, but I'm going to read it as well, Josh. Josh says, started watching HelloGreedo during the episode 7 hype 9 years ago. From my entry-level job in my apartment with my girlfriend. Now I'm married that girlfriend, been in our house for 7 years, and are expecting our first child. Cheers. Well, congratulations, man. That's a wild ride. But like 9 years ago, not both of us, Josh, both of us, 9 years, and I guess that goes for everybody. 9 years, so much has happened in the past 9 years for both of us, man. It's crazy, the twists and turns and ups and downs of life. And you're married now. You got a kid on the way. I don't want you to spoil anything. I don't know if you're the type of person to want to know the gender or have a name in mind. I never ask people, like, what's the name gonna be? Because some people like to keep that a secret until the moment, right? Yeah, it's super exciting. It's super nerve-wracking. That drive home from the hospital, it will be the most nervous drive you've ever had in your entire life. But it's super exciting, Josh, man. I'm so happy for you. I hope everybody's healthy and well. 7 years in the house, expecting our first child. That's great. Expect, I mean, you know, everybody says expect sleepless nights, blah, 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 but you never know. You never know. Every kid's different. From my experience, our daughter was like super, what they call colicky. I think that's kind of a blanket term for what they think is like digestive issues, I believe, or maybe that's just the term they use for a baby that's like a screamer. She screamed for her first like 4 or 5 months of her life. All night, all day, she would just fucking scream. We would give her these little like tummy drops that the doctor recommended. Didn't do shit. You know, and my wife breastfed for an entire year. She was a goddamn trooper. We had a schedule down, you know, so that kid did not go hungry. We froze milk. I heated it up. I was like, I froze it. I labeled it, you know, put an expiration date on it, put it in the freezer, warm it. That kid was not hungry. So we were like, what are we going to do? It was such a stressful, like, first 4 months. Needless to say, I don't think you have to worry about that. I feel like that's super rare. But I'm excited for you, man. Life massively changes in a good way. You know, I find that I still have to fight myself for, like, how do I put this? Like, you still want to do the stupid, selfish things that you want to do for yourself, right? All the time. Like, I just want to sit here and play Star Wars Outlaws. Well, guess what, motherfucker? You got this 6-year-old in your room wanting to play Barbies. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play Barbies. So, like, everything and everything that you would rather do if in another life goes to the wayside, as it should, right? And you have to find time for yourself, which I do. Like, last night I stayed up till 2 a.m. I tried to play some Outlaws, but my puppy wouldn't allow it. And then I decided to just go downstairs and watch an episode of The Next Generation with my puppy. And that's what we did. So that's my time. My time is like staying up super late and being exhausted the next day. But yeah, Josh. I don't know. I'm just rambling on because I'm excited for you, brother. But yeah, man. Congratulations, man. It's exciting. Yeah, like, it's funny, Josh, like, the passage of time, about 3 or 4 days ago, there's a guy that I knew in the Navy, and we were at the same squadron, and we used to, when I got out of the Navy, he got out a little after me, but he actually retired after 20 years. I think he's probably about 60 years old now. And we used to email back and forth for a few years, back and forth, and like these long, deep conversations. A lot of times they were about Star Wars and Star Trek and stuff, but also, I don't know, just the world and the space program and life, and we used to email all the time, like these huge emails. And over the past 9 years, the last email that we sent to one another was 2015, and we were talking about The Force Awakens and all sorts of stuff. That's the last time we corresponded. And the other day, I reached out to him. I was like, hey man, just, you know, you popped into my mind because such and such. I just wanted to reach out. I don't know if this email is still active, but, you know, if you're still around, I'd love to hear from you. And we're back talking again and emailing back and forth. And just your super chat of just kind of reminded me of that a little bit. 9 years ago is the last time that me and this guy that I talked to every day for 4 years at my squadron. Every day. Deep philosophical conversations about anything and everything. From movies to life to space, everything. And then all of a sudden we stopped corresponding. And now we're back to it. And it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. So, anyway, I'm rambling tonight, man. I'm just excited. Had a good night. Had a good day. My wife's doing bedtime right now. She's got our daughter in the bunk bed. A little puppy Siberian Husky running around the room. Good time. Anyway, appreciate that, Josh. Congratulations once again. Vince Raptark and Caretaker and Oscar, thank you guys so much. Vince says, Skeleton Crew looks fun. Little Elephant Dude is the best. Is he/she Little Max Rebo? How wonderful. When that comes out, I might push play episode 1. Yeah, I don't know if they've released anything other than that little first trailer or teaser, whatever it was. But I think, yeah, fun is the best way to describe it. At least I just hope it's fun, man. Like, I'm not looking for Skeleton Crew to be this super deep, introspective drama. I just want a fun, adventurous kids, like a latch, kind of like a bunch of latchkey kids, not home for supper, and staying out later than they should. I want that feel, almost like the feeling of like, oh my God, it's 10:30 at night and it's Halloween night and it's super dark and the street lights are on and there's only a few kids out. Some of them are causing mischief. Like, I want that feeling of like, when you were a kid walking down the street or riding bikes with your buddies. And, it's a cliche at this point to say, it's like kind of like E.T. or Goonies or, those Amblin movies back in the day. And people keep saying that. I hope it's that way, but I'm kind of worried that it's not going to be. I put this in my brain that Skeleton Crew is going to be similar in tone and whatnot to something like that. I hope it is. I hope I'm not setting myself up for disappointment by thinking that's going to be the case, But yeah, I'm excited for it, man. Like, because a lot of pretty much all of the Star Wars shows really haven't done anything for me. Like, I love Andor. You guys have heard me say that a million times. The first season of The Mandalorian's great, and then literally everything else has just kind of been a big shrug of the shoulders for me. Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Acolyte. Like, I didn't even do the Acolyte. I don't know. Not because I thought it was like super bad or anything like that, but I'm to the point in my life where like I don't have time to devote to things that I'm not really into, even if it's Star Wars. Like, if I'm not into a Star Wars project, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm just not gonna watch it anymore, and I'm gonna fire up something else that might pique my interest a little more, So I'm hoping that Skeleton Crew is fun enough to keep me engaged, and all I'm looking for is a little bit of, like, I don't know, childhood adventure, But yeah. Anyway, Vince, cheers, man. Member for 59 months. That's insane. How many years is that? Let's see. 59. Almost 5 years? Jesus Christ, Vince. Are you the longest running member of the fleet? Because I feel like they only started the membership things on YouTube like 5 years ago or so. Maybe it's been longer than that. I'm sure I could look that up. I'm sure I could look up the first person to become a member of the channel. But I appreciate that, Mr. Vince. And that pie, that pizza pie looks absolutely delicious. Raptark, good to see you, man. Goodness gracious, it's been a while. I don't do many streams. You've probably been living as well. But Raptark, 6 years already. Damn, I remember when you had just announced her birth. Time flies. Yeah, it's crazy. I think I announced her on a Last Jedi review video, I think. I think that was the case. But, yeah, time flies, man. Even just in the past 6 years, like, yeah, my daughter's grown up massively, but just life in general has changed so much. Our circumstances, like 6 years ago, we lived in our first house. Now we built a brand new house. Our first house, our first house, we moved in like 2013, I think. It was built in the 40s, kind of downtown Jacksonville area. And just a small, like literally 1,000 square foot home built in the 40s. But it was awesome. It was cool. A lot of character to it. And then we had our daughter, and it was too small for us and a couple cats. And we, after a few years, after our daughter was born in 2018, we ended up selling that house, starting a new construction build, and now I feel like we have too much room. We really lucked out though. Like, so we sold our house in 2019. We moved in with my parents for 6 months while our new house was being built, which we're so lucky that was an option. And we were able to save up some dough, prepare for the move and everything. And so we moved in 2019, like December of 2019, to this new house. And it's hard to believe we've already been here for 5 years. It's crazy. But we lucked out so much, man. We lucked out. We got so lucky. I don't know how people survive. I don't like our house. We built a brand new 2,200 square foot home in 2019. I'm not going to say the price or anything. It's not outrageous out back then. It's doubled now. The price of our house, if you were to build in our neighborhood, if you were to build the same house, the same exact fucking house, it's twice as expensive as what we built it for in 2019, 5 years ago. Stupid. I don't know how people survive, man. I don't know. Who's buying these goddamn houses? It's crazy. We just lucked out so much. So much. But yeah, so all of that's happened in the past 6 years since our daughter was born. And, obviously I started this new career years ago. Yeah, it's crazy. Cats gone. Puppy here. Just life, man. Almost 40 years old. Ridiculous. I'm almost 40. 2 more years, I'll be 40 years old. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway. Cheers, Raptark. It blows me away even more. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Oscar says, it's amazing how we grow to love pets like our kids. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean... Yeah, absolutely. I will say this. Alexa, turn on spaceship. There we go. All right. I didn't have my my lights on. I just have to say that, and then all of my LED lights come on in my room. I say, Alexa, turn on spaceship. Bloop. All my pretty pink and purple LED lights come on. It's kind of fun. I will say this, Oscar. Like, I loved our cats. You know, the older cat was 18 years old. The younger cat was 13. The 13-year-old, she would have been fine. She was great. She seemed healthy. She had cancer, rapidly deteriorated. I love them immensely. They were there, you know, obviously 13 and 18 years before our daughter came around. I knew those cats their whole lives. I miss them immensely. They were our buddies. But as soon as our daughter was born, I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, I love these cats, but that love is 1% of what I feel for this baby. You know? I get it. We all love our pets, Oscar. I get it. I love my new dog. She's a trip. She's so fun. She's a sweetheart. She's a snuggler. I think she thinks I'm home a lot because I work every third day. Like tomorrow at work, I'm gone for 24 hours, and then after that, I'm home for 2 days. So like she sees me a lot. And I think she thinks I'm her mom. I love her to death. But ain't got nothing on the kid. But yeah, like what's really cool to me, Oscar, is like seeing our daughter with this puppy and how good she is with this puppy, how helpful she is, how like, you know, we were out in the backyard kicking a soccer ball, and Zoe, the little, 6-week-old Siberian Husky, was chasing. It was like monkey in the middle, right? Like she was chasing the soccer ball back and forth, and then all of a sudden Zoe diverts and starts running towards a patch of mulch and starts like eating mulch. And my daughter runs over and is like, "No, Zoe, no," and like grabs mulch out of her mouth. I'm like, yeah, you're a good helper, man. But yeah. Yeah, pets are fun. It's our 18-year-old cat died. When was it? What is it? It's almost September, so I want to say it was like middle June or so. And we went middle June to about a week ago without having a pet. And it was weird. Like, I've always had pets. And it was just weird for me, especially because, with my schedule, I get home, there's usually a pet to greet me or whatnot. And, since middle of July, there was nothing. I wasn't used to that. And now, Now, again, I've never had a dog. I grew up with cats. And it's pretty crazy how smart she is, even at 6 weeks old. Like, I already taught her how to sit, and that took like an hour. I was like, holy shit. Maybe this training thing's not going to be that difficult. If you just take the time. She got it in like an hour. Less than that, probably. But like I would say an hour to do it consistently. I was like, oh my god. It's crazy. I don't know what to teach her next. Like, she's basically already potty trained. Is that the word you use for a dog? We've had her for a week, and she had one accident today. I would say it was my fault, just because she woke up and I said, Zoe, let's go outside. And most of the time she'll just hop up when I say outside. She already knows what that means, and she'll run to the back door and boom, we're outside. I said, and sometimes I have to pick her up, sometimes, but I said, Zoe, outside, and she looked at me, and then she just fucking squatted right in the middle of the living room. And I was like, oh no. One accident. That's not bad. This is probably like completely commonplace and boring for those of you who grew up with dogs and have had dogs their whole life. I'm almost 40 years old, man. This is my first dog. So everything is blowing me away. I don't know. It's just fun. Maybe I'm a dog guy now. I don't know. I've always been a cat guy. Anyway. Cheers, Oscar. Caretaker wanted. Good to see you, man. Caretaker says, you've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky getting a dog spelled backwards as God t-shirt? Well, do you, shill? That's in reference to the shill video that I made, what, like 2 weeks ago now? There was a screenshot that I took of somebody photoshopping Clint Eastwood's face holding a dog t-shirt that said dog spelled backwards is God or something. I don't know. And it was like such a bad, obvious Photoshop, but it had how many, like 50,000 likes on it. I'm like, who's falling for this stupid shit? I don't know. But yeah, I like that. I like that, Caretaker. That kind of shit still constantly pops up on my feed. I don't understand it. Little tequila, little orange juice. Keep it simple. But I appreciate that, Caretaker. Hope you're doing well, man. Well, do ya? Shill. I should have had a little skit in there just like that. Missed opportunity for sure. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Fran's Nerdnan, good to see you as well. I'm seeing a bunch of familiar faces tonight. Fran says, hey, Greedo, is it true that you have to earn your mustache when becoming a firefighter? No, I've never heard that. I mean, maybe at some departments, but I got one. I got a mustache. Most firefighters that I know have a mustache. Actually, is that true? Actually, me and one other guy at my station. How many? 4? At my station, 5. 5 guys out of like 20-something at my station. But no, I've never heard of having to earn it. Maybe some departments are like that, but you know, there's really only a couple things that you have to earn, I guess, quote unquote earn. One of them is the recliner. Like, you basically have to make it through your rookie year, and then you're allowed to sit in one of the recliners. You know, if you're in your rookie year, they kind of expect you to, or we kind of expect you to, you know, sit at the kitchen table, maybe studying your procedures, you know, looking over your truck for a few hours a day and working on training and getting to know your equipment. And then after your rookie year is kind of when you have like a celebratory steak dinner at the station, and then you're allowed to sit in a recliner. That's really one of the only things that you, like, physical things that you have to earn. It's just a tradition. That's a tradition that I believe every department that I've ever heard of, that's the tradition. Like, I don't know if it's, I'm sure it's different other places, but that's like the tradition among all fire departments from what I understand. But no, I've never heard of earning a mustache. No. But there's, you know, it's cool. I have a rookie, and he's great. He's super young. He's 21 years old. Funny. He's a hard worker. Really nice dude. And, you know, always keeps moving. Does his job. And, Yeah, and he's about to earn his recliner. It probably sounds so stupid, right? But yeah, it's just like a little exciting thing. You feel like you become a part of the crew. You're able to sit down at a recliner and watch a movie with the guys, or your crew, not specifically guys. There's a bunch of females in the fire department. It's just, I don't know, it's a rite of passage, right? I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate that, Franz. Cheers, man. Swish Fish, good to see you, Swish. Swish says, I love your puppy so much. Also, I'm grabbing Outlaws tomorrow. Saw an article saying it's more immersive than Star Wars Galaxies, so we'll see if that is true. Haha. Yeah, we'll see. Like, I've only played, I only played it for about 45. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I only played it for about 45 minutes. And play is in heavy quotes because, my puppy, Zoe, I brought her upstairs into my room, just kind of expecting her to crash on my lap or lay in a bed. But no, she would not have it. She was super energetic, and like I fired up Star Wars Outlaws, and I probably need to reset from the beginning of the game, because I feel like I couldn't focus on it too much just because, I had this puppy jumping around and trying to play, which stole my attention. Understandably so. But yeah, I actually saw an article, I think it was from IGN. IGN, let me see. It said something about Galaxies. IGN Star Wars Outlaws. I didn't read the article, I saw the headline. I'm one of those assholes. Star Wars Galaxies and oh, where did it? I could have swore I saw something on, maybe it was on Twitter. IGN Star Wars Galaxies. I could have swore that I saw an IGN article titled like the most Star Wars game since Star Wars Galaxies. And when I saw that, it got me excited just because, obviously, just because Star Wars Galaxies is my all-time favorite Star Wars game. But yeah, it just it made me want to play it more. So eventually, I think I'm gonna have to wait until the puppy is a little older, or figure something out to do some late night or daytime streams. I could have streamed it now, but to tell you the truth, like right now, like video games are something that I want to do by myself. I enjoy streaming things like Shadows of the Empire or even Battlefront 2, but something like Star Wars Outlaws, where something new like Star Wars Outlaws, I don't really have a desire to stream it. I would rather just play it myself and just kind of experience it, so that's kind of where I'm at with streaming newer games. I just kind of want to experience it for myself. Just sit back in my chair with a little cocktail, playing some Star Wars Outlaws. But I'm excited for it. It ran so good on my PC, and it looked beautiful. I didn't really experience too much, obviously, but I'm looking forward to it. I've heard good things, like, well, that's what's crazy is I would fire up my TV downstairs, turn on YouTube, and like I'd get recommended videos through the algorithm, I guess, about Star Wars Outlaws, and like this was like a month ago, and it would be like the worst game ever, or titles to videos like that, and I'm sitting back like, what the fuck are you talking? You haven't even played the goddamn game. And I don't know, man. It's like, it's so goddamn stupid. And then it comes out, and I've heard positive things about it. And then you have like hundreds of videos with millions of views, like 2 months ago. The worst game ever. Ma'am Solo. Like, what the fuck? I mean, like, I know why you're doing it, because that kind of shit just, like, rakes in the views. I get it, if you're an asshole. But, I just, like, let the fucking game... like, if you're... I understand that your livelihood relies on you, you know, pumping shit out and maybe being a cynical asshole. But, like, let the fucking game come out. Play it for a little bit before you make a video like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Granted, I haven't played it much. I will say that I really haven't played it at all. But I'm excited for it. But I hope you enjoy it there, Swish. I'm looking forward to finally getting around to playing it. You know what I really need to do? I should get a gaming laptop. You know? I should get a gaming laptop. Cuz the only time, like, unrestricted, uninterrupted time that I would have to play video, actually not uninterrupted. The only, like, I could get a gaming laptop and bring it to the station and play it if we're not running calls, you know. That would be ideal. Maybe I'll look into a gaming PC or a gaming laptop. The problem is, though, I have a really good, beefy, completely modern desktop computer. I just don't think it'd be worth it to get a gaming laptop. I just don't. I don't know. Anyway. That's another conversation. Jar Jar Binks and Vince, I appreciate the super chats here. Jar Jar Binks says the cringiest are Punisher logos with Trump's hair. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The Punisher thing is weird. I don't get it. It's strange to me, the whole, like, macho man bullshit that goes along with that dude. Literally everybody. No knock on them. No knock on these people, because I like them all as people. But I know multiple people who are like, how do I say this without coming off as an asshole? How do I say this? All right. So it's like dudes who wear grunt style t-shirts who were never in the military. Those types of dudes, I don't know if it's like insecurity or something like that, but they have to let everybody know that they're a fucking tough guy. I don't know if it's like insecurity, and I see the Punisher shit all over the place, and the people that I know that have that kind of shit, you know, they're the type of grunt style guys, you know, never served, never did anything like that. They just work normal fucking like jobs, counting numbers. But they for some reason, they have Punisher logos and grunt style t-shirts and like, don't tread on me shit. All right, dude, you're a fucking accountant. Like, I get it, man. You're a badass. Like, and they have that kind of shit. It makes me cringe, Jar Jar. It makes me cringe as well. And I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's always that type of guy. At least from my experience, it's always that type of guy. I don't know. It's strange. It's so strange to me. It's always that type of guy. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you yeah, whatever. It's always that type of guy. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. Mr. Vince and Oscar, I appreciate the super chats and channel supports this evening. Vince says, which character from Tombstone are you based on your mustache? I'm Billy Zane. I love that movie. Y'all ever see the Kurt Russell Han Solo audition? Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah. Crazy what to think could have been. Just didn't have the same nonchalant, doesn't give a shit attitude as a Harrison Ford. I mean, maybe he would pull it off, but maybe that was Harrison Ford's own little cockiness, his own little invention of this character, you know. What is what Tombstone character is my mustache based off of? Let me look this up. I don't remember the Tombstone mustaches. Tombstone mustaches. I wonder if anything comes up. Mine's not as... Mine is more like a Val Kilmer. There's a little space in the center. Doesn't flare out that much because that's not within regulations of the fire department. Some people break the regulations. I'll follow the rules. But yeah, it's more like a Val Kilmer. But let's see, Billy Zane. Oh, yeah, there he is. There you go. I could not do a Kurt Russell one or a how am I blanking on this guy's name? He was in my most recent video. How am I blanking on his name, damn it? Blanking on his name. Oh, Sam Elliott, that's right. Could not do the Sam Elliott. I can't. The only facial hair that I can grow is a mustache, and like I could probably get. I do chin hair. I get nothing in like my cheeks, my mutton chops, nothing. So, yeah, never been able to grow a beard or anything like that. Anyway, I appreciate that, Vince. Cheers, man. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Oscar says, R.I.P. Rachel Lillis? Rachel Lillis. Oh, voice actor. Okay. Rachel Lillis. Okay, I'm not familiar. Rachel Lillis was an American voice actress and scriptwriter. Oh, she was only 55? Jesus, man. She is best known for her performances as Misty and Jessie in the first 8 seasons of the English dub of the TV series Pokemon. In addition to voice roles in animation works, she also provided voices for many video games. 55. That is sad, man. May 2024, GoFundMe little sister announced that Liz developed breast cancer. Several of her fellow actors raised money for her care. The campaign raised it. By the time she died, with the money going towards Liz's remaining bills, a memorial service, and cancer research. Cancer spread to her spine, which left her barely able to walk, and she eventually moved to Los. That shit. That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Yeah, it's scary, man. That is scary. Yeah, that's on my radio strap at work. I got a breast cancer ribbon that runs in my family rampantly. My aunt, my cousin, my mom. They've all had it multiple times, and double mastectomies, and it runs massively in my family. Even like I get a full physical every year, and guess what? They look at my boobs too. Fucking, shit kills men too, you know? Like, it's no joke. Yeah, shit's scary. So, and 55, like, when do they recommend getting, probably later than that. Recommended age for mammogram. 40 to 74 years old. Women 45 to 54 should get mammograms every year. I can switch to mammograms every other year. That's horrible. Yeah, that's horrible, man. Yeah. All that shit is terrifying to me. These little creeping, like May 2024, she found it. That's crazy how rapid. How rapid. Yeah. It's scary. It terrifies me, like elevates my fear even more as a parent, you know? Like her parents could very easily still be alive. Like you know what I mean? Like as a parent, that shit terrifies me. Please let me die before my kid. Please. You know what I mean? Ah. Horrible. So she was well known. I apologize for not knowing the name. It's not my world, you know. So she was Super Smash Brothers. She was the voice of Jigglypuff. Oh, okay. She voiced a character in TMNT. Interesting. Yeah, this just is not my world, you know. A lot of anime stuff. Man, she's done a lot of stuff. Goodness gracious. Going back to 1985? Wow. So she's been in, like, the anime world for a long ass time. Damn. Almost 40 years. That's crazy. She started when she started doing voice acting when she was very young. Interesting. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. Do you think these YouTubers worry about how much the Acolyte's cancellation will affect their revenue? 1,000 less ad-filled rant videos to make. They find something else, I'm sure. Poor buddies. Yeah, Vince. Yeah. I didn't realize it was canceled until like 2 days ago, which apparently has been news for like a week. I don't pay attention to much. But yeah, I didn't really care for the Acolyte. I watched 3 episodes and I was like, meh, moving on. Stop talking about it. I'm so fucking glad I'm normal. I'm so glad I have a normal life. Yeah, Oscar. Oscar says it breaks my heart that people can die silently. It's yeah, man, like even we'll go on calls to people who have like stage 4 cancer and whatnot, and you know, they're either in hospice or you know, they're living at home in special care, and it's just like, you know, I would say most of them are in very good spirits. The ones that I mean, what's your alternative, you know? You load them up in the ambulance or take them to the hospital, and yeah, it's I don't know, it's crazy. I never wanted to desensitize me to things, you know? Was there any reason? Oh, there's no reason for why it was canceled, right? I don't know. Just wasn't for me. No way, Oscar. No. Absolutely not. Oscar says, sorry to kill the mood, guys. No way. No. That's what these streams are, man. These streams are all about everything and anything under the sun. Like, that's life, you know? That's these streams. That's life. Like, 1 second we're going to talk about cheesecakes. The next second we're talking about cancer. That's life. 1 second you're eating a cheesecake, and the next second you got fucking prostate cancer. Like, that's life. So that's what these streams are all about, man. I wouldn't want it any other way, man. That's what makes these streams fun and special, introspective. You know, it's just a place to hang out and talk about anything and everything under the sun. I should do a call-in show one day. Why did that idea just pop into my head? Because I just said it, you know, we talk about anything and everything under the sun, and I just realized that I'm the only fucking idiot talking. We should do a call-in show one day. How would that even work? That would be fun, man. How could we do that? Ooh, maybe I'll do that one day soon. It would just get flooded with assholes, but it's okay. We can talk to assholes. I agree, Christian. Carrot cake is the... cheesecake. For me, it's a toss-up between carrot cake and cheesecake. I love carrot cake, though, dude. Oh, my God. But then I also love carrot and cheesecake. Yeah, man. Yeah, Vince. Like, it would be fun to do a call-in show. So, you can do it on your Discord server. Yeah, I could do that, Thane. I'm thinking more, because I'm sure a lot of you guys don't have Discord and stuff. I'm thinking more of, like, an actual... I don't know, like... I don't know. It would probably be best to do the Discord option, because I could have moderators there and stuff like that, you know? I haven't logged into Discord in so long. I don't even know if I'm able to log in to the my HelloGreedo Discord anymore. But that probably would be the best option, just because of moderators and stuff like that can control some things. Not that it needs much controlling. I mean, I could create a Skype account and have people call in, you know? Oh, what if nobody calls in? What if I'm just sitting here like, oh, I'm an asshole. Nobody's calling in to talk. And how would I regulate it? Would I be like, you got 4 minutes. Say your piece. Let's have a 4-minute conversation, and then let's move on. Is that how I should do it? Like, I'm gonna have to look into this. Yeah, you're probably right, the blind nerd. You're probably right. Pie cheesecake. I love instead on my birthday, instead of cake, I request a strawberry pie. That's my request every year. I grew up eating strawberry pie for my birthday every year when I was a kid. Yeah, and nothing special, like Shoney's strawberry pie. That's my shit. So every year my wife makes me basically a copycat recipe of Shoney's strawberry pie. I'm a fancy man. That's so funny, Vince. I feel like we're so similar, man. They've been getting me apple pie for my birthday instead of cake. That's so fucking funny, man. That is so funny to me. We have very similar quirks. Yeah, I prefer pumpkin pie over sweet potato pie, but my wife and her family, they grew up eating and making sweet potato casserole. I mean, it's delicious. It's a goddamn dessert. But I like savory more than sweet. Don't get me wrong, it's delicious, but I do prefer a pumpkin pie over sweet potato pie. Yeah. Oh, we've gone over an hour. Hour and 4 minutes and 17 seconds. All right, let's see. My wife was doing bedtime, so let's check the phone and see. Let's see. Flashbacks? Omegle. What is Omegle? Is that the webcam thing? Omegle? Yeah, wasn't that like the... Yeah, that's right. Why did that ring a bell? Yeah. It was kind of like, you just connected to random people, right? Did I use that for a video one time? No, I used something else. Oh, anyway. Thane, thank you so much for the final super chat and channel support before I have to hop off here. Thane says, Inside Out 2 became one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Is that true? Wow. Do you think this will open the door to some Star Wars animated movies? PG, PG-13, etc. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know, man. Thane, like for me, animated Star Wars doesn't interest me that much. I don't know why. I think, I mean, that's my own brain. I mean, people love animated. Like, animated Star Wars is massive. People solely grew up with the Clone Wars. People's first introduction to Star Wars was animation, you know. But for me, I have this weird brain block where animated Star Wars, I don't know, I don't really have a desire to like watch a bunch of it. I don't know why. Does the rest of the population feel that way? I don't know. The Clone Wars movie came out, you know, years ago. It was not good, in my opinion. Did that do well? I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know if... See, I feel like, you know, executives would sit down and be like, all right, Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2 was one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Well, it's animated. Oh, well then that must be the key. It must be the key that it's animated. That's why it was the highest grossing movie of all time. No, it has nothing to do with the animation. It was a good story, right? Good characters. It was clever. That's what makes it one of the highest grossing movies of all time, right? Not just because it was animated. So I doubt, I mean, maybe it'll open up a door for something animated in Star Wars. Would I be excited for that? Not necessarily. It would be something that I'd probably, you know, take my kid to. But I think the overall, like, general audience, like, you know, your average Star Wars fan probably wouldn't be all that excited for an animated Star Wars movie in the theater, you know. So I doubt that that fact will open any doors for an animated Star Wars movie. Could be wrong. I wouldn't be opposed to it, obviously, but in terms of personal things that I would want, it's very low on my list. I would rather have a live action movie any day, when it comes to Star Wars, at least. Don't know why. Again, I have that brain block. But yeah. Vince says, I don't give a gosh darn damn it about that Mando movie. I really don't either, man. I don't either. Yeah. I don't. Hope it's good. I'm sure I'll be excited to sit down and watch it in the theater, but I don't know. I'm not all that excited. But anyway, I appreciate that, Thane. Cheers, man. All right, I gotta get going, guys. This is fun. It always is fun, but we had a lot of random, different topics of conversation this evening. But yeah, so what is today? Thursday. I work tomorrow. Saturday, Sunday. The next time that you guys will probably see me might be Tuesday, if I can swing a stream then. If not Tuesday, I don't know when. We'll see. But, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out, man. Got nothing on the horizon as of right now. Just kind of playing it by ear. But all right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. I appreciate everybody who super chatted tonight. And I will see you when I see you. All right, guys. Be safe out there. Later.